Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Femke and in today's video I wanted to show you how I made this black and oil slick blinged out design. I had a bunch of different rhinestones and just studs, embellishments and so on with like an oil slick effect, and I just really wanted to use them, so I just decided to add it on top of a black because I think that gave like the most awesome effect, and I really like the way these turned out. So if you want to know how I made these, please keep on watching. So I'm just starting off with clean nails, so I just removed my nail polishes and I'm going in with my Essence Studio Nails 24/7 base. This base coat is discontinued, but you can use any base coat to your likings, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure to apply a decent layer to your nails and capping off the edges as well. When it comes to base coats, it's always a personal thing. I get asked so many times what my favorite base coat is and which one I would recommend, but it really depends on your nail type and nail length, as well as how long you want your manicure to last. I'm a big fan of the Essence and Catrice base and top coats, so that's why I use those most of the time. But then again, it really is like a personal preference thing, so just try out some affordable ones to see which ones you like. But after your base coat is fully dry, you want to go in with a decent layer of black. I'm using one by Essence, which is 46. Black is back. And you just want to apply a decent layer of that. It totally depends on which black nail polish you use, what the formula is, how many coats you will need, but I just added 2 in total to make it completely opaque and a nice base for all of the gems we are going to add here. Just for the record, all of the gems I am using in this particular design, I think I got them all from AliExpress, but I really don't know from which sellers, but you will easily just find them if you look on like Oil Slick or multichrome or chameleon studs or rhinestones and all that jazz. So just look them up if you're curious about that. I might even be able to find some of the links back if the sellers where I got them still sell those, but it might be discontinued as well. You never know when it comes to AliExpress finds whether they will be in stock for a longer period of time or not, but I will just try to look some of the links up for you. If you're curious about that, just let me know in the comments down below and I will look it up for you personally. So here you can see some of the studs and gems that I'm going to use. I've got a whole different collection. I've got some heart shaped, I've got like some elongated like oval shapes, I've got round shapes, I've got rhinestones as well. So it's a whole shebang. But I'm going to adhere all of my gems and studs and all that jazz with top coat. I'm going in with one by Catrice. You've seen me use this one a million times, and I get this question a lot as well, how I adhere studs or gems or any embellishment to my natural nails when I only use nail polishes. So that is just this way, this technique. I just add a good layer of top coat and I press all of my gems in there to make sure that they are kind of like encapsulated around the edges. You don't want to go over your studs or rhinestones with a top coat because that might dull them. If you have metallic, like full on gold colored or silver colored studs or embellishments or anything like that, you can go over with a thin layer of top coat because that doesn't like adjust the shine or anything. But especially with rhinestones, you don't want to cover them up with anything because it really dulls them out and you don't want that. But here I'm just, for this thumb finger or thumbnail I have to say, I'm just going in with a random amount of studs, embellishments, rhinestones, just filling in all of the gaps with the tinier rhinestones. And if you feel like your top coat is a little bit too dry, just apply a little bit more and adhere your gems in there. The little like stone picker up thingy, like the crystal katana knockoff, I got that one from the Born Pretty store seller at AliExpress for about like €2.50 to €3 or something like that. It is really handy. I've been using it for at least a year now and it still looks like brand new, like I haven't even used it that much, even though I use this thing like all the time. I use it on my own nails, I use it on like some of my clients' nails. I use it on my practice nails. I use it on my press-on nails. Like, you can't imagine how often I use this one, and it still looks so good, and it really goes a long way. So if you do want to save some money, instead of buying the crystal katana for like 20 bucks or something, you can just easily get this one for about €3 instead. Pretty good deal if you ask me. And then again, there are really pretty gems in the handle of the tool, which I really like. I'm like a sucker for packaging and just lovely looking tools. So yeah, if you want to check that out, just look it up as a gem picker or something like that at AliExpress. But yeah, let's get back to the tutorial. As you can see, I'm just randomly placing all of my gems and studs and so on. I really love the heart-shaped ones I used in this design as well. I think it looks so cute. Just one little tip that I wanted to give you when it comes to a full blinged out nail like this one, just make sure that you don't apply too much out of the border of the nail. So you want to make sure that every gem or embellishment or anything like that stays onto the nail, so it doesn't like hangs over the edge of the nail, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's hard for me to explain stuff in English, and sometimes it's like really easy, but you guys know I am Dutch, so that is like my mother tongue, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to translate everything perfectly, so sorry about that, but I think you know what I mean. Just make sure that all of the gems are placed onto the nail and nothing sticks out of it. So yeah, once you have placed everything on there, you just want to make sure it completely dries and just replace them a little bit, because you are adhering them with a top coat, and if you're using a regular top coat, so not a fast drying one, you will be able to just scoop them around a little bit if you need to make some more space for some tinier rhinestones, or just want to replace them a tiny bit. Of course, you can't go in with tweezers and get them off, because that will definitely damage the base layer of black that you have applied, but you can push them around just a little bit to just scoop them around and replace them a tiny bit. Then for the ring finger, again, you want to place some of your top coat and just go in with some gems. I chose to apply gems around one particular side around the cuticle area. You will see what I mean once this nail is completely done. Again, this is like a type of placement that I really don't know like the official name of. I don't even know if there is like an official name for this kind of placement, like around the cuticle towards one side of the nail. I have no idea. If you do know if there is like an official technique name or anything like that, do let me know down in the comments. You guys know I'm not like an official nail tech. I've never been to nail school, or however you want to call it. I just thought myself everything that I'm showing you guys here, so I hope you can learn from seeing me work, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the ring finger is completely done, so you just want to place it around the cuticle area and onto one of the sides. And then for the middle finger, I decided to make like a gem, like oil slick band or ring or bracelet for the nail. I don't even know how to call this either. I just placed a little heart shaped oil slick gem on there and just sided that with 2 different sizes of oil slick rhinestones. I think this is just really cute, and I think this is really lovely to just wear on its own with the other nails full on black if you're not into the full bedazzled blinged out nails. I really like it, you guys know. It has been a while since I used this many gems or embellishments and stuff like that. When I just started out like regularly posting on YouTube about a year ago, I was really into the big gems and just really cute embellishments, and for some reason it kind of like passed, or like I've always loved a lot of bling on nails. Like that's just the fact, that's just who I am. I love my glitter, I love my bling. But for some reason I didn't make as many designs as I used to with this much bling or any bling whatsoever. So I'm really happy that I kind of like found my true self back again when it comes to using bling and stuff like that. So I really hope you enjoy this design as much as I did. Oh, before I get any questions, the gems or rhinestones, whatever you adhere to your nails with a top coat, actually do stay put for a long time. For me personally, they always stay put for like 6 to 7 days. But of course, if one falls off or you just bunk your nail or something like that and one pops off, you can easily just adhere it back or adhere a new one in that bald spot with a little bit of new top coat. Just make sure you just allow your top coat to be fully dried before you go out and do stuff with your nails, because you did apply a layer of base coat, 2 layers of black, or at least I did, and a layer of top coat. So just make sure that every layer is completely dry before you go out and do stuff with your nails. But yeah, for this ring finger, I decided to again do a full-on blinged out nail, but I started with the bigger gems. That's just one way you could also adhere gems to your nails and just fill in the like bald spots with some tinier rhinestones and gems. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. Like for the thumb, I decided to just start around the cuticle area and work my way down. But yeah, again, it is totally up to you what works best for you. You could also work from like the outer edges towards the middle of the nail. But yeah, it's just how you prefer to apply your gems. You can do it in a lot different ways. Just try some different techniques out and find out what works best for you. Then for the pinky, and we are almost already done with this design. I actually didn't sped up this video at all because I just wanted to show you that it really doesn't take much time to do your nails or nails of clients if you work on clients. But for the pinky, I just added another layer of that top coat, and I'm going to do the same like we did on the pointer finger, but in the opposite direction. So I'm just going to apply it around the cuticle area, some bigger ones are really close towards the cuticle and some smaller ones around that towards one specific side. So it is the opposite of the ring finger. Of course, you can switch it up if you feel like I want the ring finger design on the pinky and the pinky design on the pointer finger, I have to say. You could also do that. So yeah, I really hope you like this. Do let me know what you think. I'm really curious about that. I'm also really looking forward to doing more designs with a lot of bling, a lot of glitter as well. So if you want to see more of this with like different kinds of gems, different colors and so on, do let me know in the comments down below. Like for now, I'm totally in love with this oil slick colored like gems and fully blinged out nails. So I really love to hear from you guys what you think, if you would wear this as well, or maybe just one specific design that I made on these nails. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I really hope to see you in my next video.